Hi everyone, welcome to Chat Club. I'm your host Alan Hilchey. Today I want to talk about a little bit of what's going on in the world. And first of all, I want to thank my sponsors for the show. I want to thank Eastern Tile and Carpet One for their sponsor of the show. Also, I want to thank Patterson Sales and Service. Please check them out on my website. Now today, it's really concerning over the last few weeks what we have been going through in the world with the coronavirus. Reading a lot of stuff on the internet. Facebook is just full of misery and negativity and people having their views and people talking about different stuff. Here's my view, and it's common sense approach. If we're told to stay at home to reduce the virus, to reduce contact, to save people's lives, I think it's our obligation as human beings to make sure that we do that and take care of ourselves and take care of our families and not try to put ourselves in jeopardy and put others in jeopardy if we do have the virus. I know there was a lot of people that come home from the virus and just, when they come back from vacation in another country, it was like, no big deal, let's go in public, let's do this up. We have to realize the impact on of a lot of people. I'm very fortunate because I'm deemed critical in my profession, so I continually get paid. There's a lot of people out there that have jobs in the hundreds of thousands of jobs, Canada, US, and other countries, that are not getting paid. So I know the government is going to help it. It doesn't help right now. And people are buying supplies up like it's going out of style. I've heard of people buying them and selling them on eBay. That's just horrible. That's just being a miserable human being and taking advantage of misfortunate people that just don't have the access to it, or the stores have been bought out or whatnot. We have to keep our heads on our shoulders. The world's not coming to an end, but this is a serious thing. The coronavirus, taking precautions is, the utmost. And I forgot to mention the businesses that are attached, like small businesses, and they have families. Like, for instance, I have a few in my community that are closing their doors, and they're closing their doors. They still have to pay power, they still have to pay mortgage, they still have to pay probably employees because they're good people and they're good community people. These people that have small businesses are really hurting at the moment. And the sooner that we stay home, sooner we isolate for 14 days or whatever it takes to get rid of the coronavirus. And this is a serious virus. I mean, we've had 4 deaths I know of in Canada, and there's also people that are still infected. My problem is people thinking it's a joke and taking it as a joke and keep going on about it. And really, people, come on. You have to give your head a shake. This is a serious thing. People are going to lose their businesses. They may lose their house. I know there's programs put in place, but there's a lot of possibilities out there. And people are stressed out, which the reason why I'm doing this is the mental health impact on people. Anxiety, depression, just different things. So we as a community and as a people and humanity have to be better, and we have to be better and not laugh at the less unfortunate, make jokes about being away or memes or whatever. This is serious stuff. And I really think the impact of the coronavirus is a wake-up call for humanity to say, you know what, we have to band together to take away the virus, and we have to do what we can to isolate it and get rid of it. I mean, yes, it kills older people, but anybody that has has asthma, cystic fibrosis, multiple sclerosis. There's so many different things health-wise, like people that have cancer that have recently come off. We have to think of those people. That's why we isolate. We have to think of people that have fought cancer through and through. We have to think about the people that live with an illness every day as a part of their life. This sort of thing can kill them, and I think that we have to take things so much more serious. Like, I really think, in my community, I know there's people still going out. I've been off. I only go to work and come home for the last 3 or 4 days. I know that I went to work, come home. My wife went out to get some supplies, much needed supplies, some food and stuff to maintain. I've isolated myself. My family is isolated. we are isolated. We are not going anywhere. I'm gonna go outside and get some fresh air, but as far as social gathering and stuff like that, I've talked to people on Discord. There's video things to conference with people. There's so many different things that you can do. But the biggest thing is, folks, with this pandemic, we really have to take it serious, because our world, life is precious, and life is so much, there's so much preciousness behind life itself, and we need to caress it and take serious notion that there's a lot of people that have so many good things, that live with illnesses, that bring to the world, that I would love to see them still be on this earth when the coronavirus is gone. I mean, 2 weeks isn't much to ask. I know we are a spoiled society. We have so many different things that we can do. You know what? We have so many electronics, and just stay at home, watch movies, play board games with your kids, find things to do, play some games. There's lots of different things that you can do. But in serious notion, people, we really have to stay home. Such a serious thing. And I see so many clips of people downplaying it because they're young. But really, people, it's not about us being young and being able to fight disease. It's the people that are older that have diseases themselves and have physical ailments that can be impeded by the coronavirus. And that's my biggest thing. And I just wanted to put my 2 cents worth in being common sense, in being smart about things, and washing your hands, and not putting your hands in your mouth, and when you sneeze, try to sneeze in your sleeve, bacteria. So the biggest thing is make sure you take care of yourself. I'm not going to do a long podcast. I just wanted to make sure that people are taking care of themselves, and to pay attention to the world and pay attention to other people. We talk about compassion, we talk about being nice, we talk about being nice to our neighbors. Today, and I'm saying for the next 10 days or 13 or however many days that the government has encouraged us to stay home in whatever country, please do. I really think it's not much to ask for 2 weeks of your life to prolong the lives of others. You're saving lives. You are a hero if you stay home, in my eyes. I think it's fantastic, and we have to come together as a society. It's wherever the disease has come from, the virus makes no difference. There's nothing we can do. The virus is here. So we have to take care of our own, we have to take care of our community, we have to take care of our family. And there's steps and precautions that the health care professionals have laid out for us to do. We must do that. And I really, really emphatically, wholeheartedly hope that you do this. And I'm doing it at home. I mean, I'm not going to the gym. Kind of irritates me. I know when the virus first came out, on my 4 days off last week, I didn't go to the gym because I didn't want to if I did have something, or if I caught something, I'd be bringing it home. So I isolated myself. I haven't went out. I'm looking at doing things to the house. So I guess I get to do some renovations and whatever stuff to my house now. So the biggest thing is, people, make sure that you keep yourself isolated, keep yourself safe. And that's such an important thing to do. That's really all I have to say. And I just really hope that people take this more serious. There's so many ethics in humanity and so many different things that we need to do to keep this coronavirus at bay. And I really think there's a lot of information out there. There's health lines. There's a lot of different things. There's even newborn babies out there that we have to consider, and families. When you're going out, make sure it's really, really needed, and it's something that you need to do. Not because you're bored, not because you need to. I mean, going for a drive is fine because you're not in contact with anybody. But just make sure that you take care of yourself. There's so many different things for the coronavirus, and we must take very good precautions. It's because at the end of the day, we need to get rid of this. And I know there hasn't been a lot of deaths, and there's been a lot of deaths in Italy because they didn't take it serious. So in Canada and the US, we got to start taking it serious. And I'm watching a lot of videos and a lot of messages out on Facebook, and it's really saddens me to see people react the way they do and not take it as a big concern and kind of laugh it off. But I'm not laughing because I know that There's people I know that have small businesses that had to close their door. And in one of my gyms, there was people that come back from vacation and went to the gym as usual, even with the coronavirus to come on. And I feel so bad for the gym and the owners, and I know them personally, that they would do that to their business and their livelihood and their family to make an impact like that on their business and not think outside the box and be selfish. It really bothers me. And that's the thing I'm trying to bring forth is don't think of yourself and what selfish things you need. You think about others, because that's what makes you a better person. Paving it forward. So if you have to work, be safe and cherish that you do have a job. For others that are home, please stay home. And if you do work, go to work, come home. If you need to take out food, do takeout and stuff like that. I really think that we as a society have to take this so much serious. And we have so many helplines. There's updates constantly. So make sure that you take serious notions, risks and preventions, being prepared. Just there's a lot of information out there. And it really bothers me that seeing people not take this serious. And I really think you should. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I've rattled on for about 10 minutes or so, but I thought it was very important that I got my message and how I feel and how I'm dealing with it. Getting to know my kids more, getting to know myself a little bit more. There's always updates. Please check them. There's always updates to preventative measures, what you need to do as a person. So I'm Alan Hilchey, and this is Chat Club, and I'll talk to you really soon. And please be safe and be prepared and do all the things necessary.